Now this is exactly what I have in mind when I say seas and greetings. Happy holidays, everyone! We've been up to a lot this year, more so than usual for those of you who know how busy and adventurous of a life that we have. So to share with our family and friends the fun we've been up to all year, I decided to try and tackle piecing together a video to showcase it all for you. Oh my is exactly where we began. Now, this was years ago, but to quickly get others back to speed, in 2019 we were living aboard a sailboat, cruising the Florida Keys, and eventually crossing over to the Bahamas, with a goal to keep on cruising wherever the wind took us. The Bahamas was our home, where we were exploring uninhabited islands and diving in the clear blue waters. And while we were in the midst of mapping out our travels to head further south, the universe intervened with alternate plans. With borders closing everywhere and the Bahamas limiting land access to boaters, we made a decision to return back to the U.S.
How do you feel about that, Chloe?
Chloe wasn't very happy to be leaving the beautiful blue waters of the Bahamas and closing out the boat life chapter. Funny enough, the universe led us back to it, which is where we start 2022.
Oh my.
Today's project was going to be fixing up the deck again, but the shitter decided it was gonna take a crap. So it's a smelly day here on Oh My.
We rang in the new year on Oh My in Gibsonton, Florida, living on the new to us trawler with the goal for us to fix her up while Tanner worked on solar projects in the area.
What did you think?
Oh My had some great features like heat, a washer dryer, and a full kitchen. It also had several local cheap but good restaurants, and we met some pretty awesome boat people in the marina too. The first project we tackled was the decks.
You don't pull the straw out, you just...
You suck the bag?
Get it figured out.
I got some. It's like Kool-Aid.
This was like one of the best things about Puerto Rico. They got them at every gas station. All nice.
Not for you, poo-poo. No fruit juice for poos.
The decks were dry rotting and causing leaking issues in the front cabin. During our time on Oh My, we fiberglassed the deck and did some remodeling to the front cabin. But that soon came to an end as Tanner's projects came to a close and the time had finally come where we could pick up our new puppy, Sailor. We had been wanting to get another dog for a long time so that Pooh can have a playmate as she gets older. Something to keep her young, so we thought. We wanted something a little bit bigger, something that liked the water and could withstand the heat, and something that didn't shed. And that's how we ended up with Sailor's breed, a Lagotto Romagnolo. Yes, it's a real breed, not a made-up word. She's an Italian water dog, and she certainly lives up to that.
Bring it back here.
While I worked with Sailor on her swimming and retrieving skills, Tanner spent his time working toward getting his pilot's license. After completing the bookwork and time spent with the instructor, he passed his checkout flight in May. We split our time this year between South Carolina and the Keys. In the Keys, Sailor learned to love the jet ski, and she also met her first lobster. We also worked towards getting our building permit with the city.
You going to hide in the jungle? What do you think, Papa? It's kind of like Bahamas water, but not really. It's got a little turquoise in it, but still not Bahama blue.
In South Carolina, Tanner flew some more, and I even was brave and joined him on one of his adventures. We also spent a lot of our time on the projects we had. We bought a plane in a box, started on our container house shell, and somehow managed to end up with a vintage VW Bug convertible.
The Poos are going on their first beetle bug ride. Hi, girls!
At the end of October, we finally received our permits and were able to proceed with our house project in the Keys.
And this is potentially going to be our future home for when we demolish the house, to put that in its place. It's not that bad.
So we loaded everything up and hit the road to Florida.
How are you feeling about this trip down, babe?
Feeling like when we get back to South Carolina, I'm gonna hook the trailers to the truck, and you're gonna drive around the yard till you're ready to drag that trailer everywhere.
I wasn't expecting that answer. I don't know if I should practice though. I should. We are heading down to Florida with our new temporary home in tow. And I'll say it's been kind of nice because we have our own bathroom that we can use instead of having to go into gas stations. Even though it seems like it's still taking us forever at the gas stations or trying to get to a gas station. But we always have that issue. So we are running into some traffic right outside of Miami in Homestead before we have about 10 or so miles before we get on to the Florida Keys stretch. So still got less than 2 hours to go.
Our first order of business upon arriving in the Keys is to get the house demoed.
The sky is crying because our house is getting torn down. Well, it's halfway done.
It's on its way out.
So far, we've been able to demo the house and are in the process of waiting for concrete.
And now we've just got this lot and our new post sign over there. So we'll come back after the holidays and see how everything is.
Until then, we're working on finishing the plane. Now, if you've made it this far, thank you so much for watching and catching up on what we've been up to all year. If you enjoyed this video, give us a like and subscribe to our channel and let us know what you'd like to see more of in the comments.